Part 1. The Unexpected. Invitation. Lisa, a history teacher from Germany, received a letter. Her uncle, who lived in an old castle in France, had asked her to visit. Lisa was surprised because she hadn't heard from him in years. Still, she decided to go to France. When she arrived, she saw large wooden doors and tall stone walls. The castle felt cold and mysterious. An old servant, Mr. Dubois, led her to her uncle's room. Her uncle lay on the bed, breathing heavily. "Lisa, I must tell you a secret," he said weakly. "This castle hides a mystery." Lisa was surprised. "What mystery?" she asked. Her uncle closed his eyes and whispered, "At night, you will find signs." Part 2. A Shadow in the Dark. It was midnight, and Lisa was still awake. The wind blew through the windows, making a scary sound. Suddenly, a noise came from the hallway. She slowly got out of bed and opened the door. A dim light shone from the end of the corridor. Her heart beat faster, but her curiosity was stronger than her fear. She walked quietly toward the light. Suddenly, a shadow moved along the wall. She stopped and held her breath. "If you want the truth, come tomorrow night," a voice whispered in the dark. Lisa was shocked. Who said that? What secret was hidden in the castle? Part 3. The Mysterious Notebook. The next morning, Lisa went to the castle's old library. Tall shelves were filled with dusty books. Suddenly, a leather-covered book caught her attention. The cover read, "The Diary of Duke Montreau." Her heart beat faster. She opened the notebook and read, "This castle hides a great secret." She flipped through the pages, and an old map fell out. The map showed a hidden passage beneath the castle. Lisa held her breath. Was this the secret her uncle had talked about? She had to find the truth. Part 4. The Hidden Door. Lisa looked at the map carefully. The path led to the castle's basement. She took a lantern and walked down the stairs. At the bottom, she found an old wooden door. It wasn't locked, so she pushed it open. A dark, damp hallway appeared. The smell of earth and old stone filled the air. The sound of dripping water broke the silence. Her heart pounded, but her curiosity was stronger. She stepped forward carefully. After a few meters, she reached a stone door. Words were engraved in Latin. "Only seekers of truth may enter." She hesitated. Should she continue? She placed her hand on the door. With a gentle push, it opened. Part 5. The Secret Tunnel. Behind the door, a narrow, dark tunnel appeared. She raised the lantern to see better. The walls were made of wet stone. A rustling sound came from the distance. Her heart beat faster. She stepped forward, cautiously. Suddenly, her foot hit something. She bent down and looked. An old key lay on the ground. She picked it up and put it in her pocket. She moved forward, but she felt like someone was watching her. A voice echoed in the darkness. "What are you doing here?" Lisa stopped and held her breath. Someone stood in the shadows. She moved the lantern forward. The shadow moved. Part 6. The Hidden Treasure. Lisa stepped back. The footsteps grew closer. "Who's there?" she asked nervously. A man in a black cloak stepped out of the shadows. "Who are you?" Lisa moved back. The man said, "I am the guardian. Here." He pointed at the wall. "You found the key, so you know the truth." Lisa took out the key. The man pointed to a hidden lock in the wall. Lisa placed the key inside and turned it. The stone door opened with a loud noise. Behind it was a secret room. Inside there was an old chest. Lisa looked at the man. He smiled and said, "This is the secret you were looking for." Part 7. Discovering the Truth. Lisa stepped forward and opened the chest. Inside, there were old documents and a golden necklace. "What is this?" she asked in surprise. The man said, "These documents prove that you are the true heir to this castle." Lisa was shocked. She never thought she was part of this family. "But why didn't my uncle tell me?" The man said, "He didn't want you to be in danger." Lisa picked up the documents. This truth would change her life. She looked at the castle. Was she ready to accept this fate? The man said, "The choice is yours. Stay or leave." Part 8. The Final Decision. Lisa looked at the documents. Her life in Germany was simple, but here, a family legacy awaited her. Should she stay? The man said, "If you stay, you must protect this place." She hesitated. Finally, she smiled. "I will stay." She saw the castle as her new home. A few weeks later, she registered the documents and became the new owner. Now she understood why her uncle had invited her. This castle was no longer just a building. It was her past, present, and future.